Well, hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic Guy, Board Game Geek, bringing you a quick play of a preview of something that's coming to Kickstarter soon, or might be there right now. It is called Saloon Tycoon, and it is done by Ryder Games, who you will know also produced the awesome Hostage Negotiator, for example. And I was given a copy, a prototype copy, by the way, to do a session for you and show you how it plays and what to expect from the game. So we're going to do that. I did want to let you know again that the pieces, the components that you're seeing here are all prototype, though I have to say that the cards are looking particularly nice and the boards look nice too. So the tiles, I can tell, will be printed. They'll probably have more color. They're a little faded out, but that's mainly because they're printed quickly for the purposes of a prototype playthrough, and I want to make that very clear. These are not the final components. For example, the gold tokens are these big things. I'm pretty sure that if you go to the Kickstarter page, which I'll have in the notes, you are going to be able to see the final version of the tiles and the cards and tokens, etc. Though I do think the art on the tiles and that is fantastic. But I have the game mostly set up. I'm going to walk through the balance of the setup with you very quickly, and then we're going to get to some gameplay. I might do 1 or 2 episodes of this. It depends on how quickly the game goes, and if I feel I've shown you everything that the game has to offer. So in Saloon Tycoon, what you're trying to do is, well, become a Saloon Tycoon and attract people to your saloon in town, drawing people in, and also recovering or getting completing claims rather, that will allow you to get victory points and win the game. So of course building also gives you victory points, but we'll go through that as well. It's pretty cool stuff. So let us look at, basically we're going to start by looking at what I have remaining to do for the setup. Then I'll talk to you about the components of setup. So essentially, when we're trying to get set up in a game, first thing we're going to do is set up a player board. Now this is the green player board. You can tell by the green entry area for the town, and also I have a green token. Now again, this is not the token that will come with the game. This is prototype. It's here to track our gold level, so we know what our income is. And here you see that there's an empty space that says Saloon. That's where our beginning saloon tile goes, and this is the starting of the saloon. You can see there's some nice tables, and I'm going to put the better image up on screen so you can see what the actual tile will look like. It's pretty nice. And we've done a couple of things here. So the first thing that we do, and we'll be the green player. So I'm setting up. I got a 2-player game set up. So I'm gonna talk to you about that. We're playing against the red player. So we got basically this setup and another board set up next to it. I'll show you what the red player is doing, but I'm not going to show you their cards or anything like that. So we have these Tycoon cards, and they basically allow us to break the game. That's what the purpose of them is, and we'll see how those go. We start with 3 of those, and we have those in hand. The other thing we have, aside from some what we call open claims, are these secret claims, and these are things that we have to pick 2 of these, and these are things that we get to do during the game that we can complete for victory points. You can see like this one here is massive at 14 points. They're typically, like, you'll see that the open claims are somewhere between 4 and 8 points, and you can see that the rest of these are somewhere in there. So, for example, this one says, and you'll understand this as we go, it says, build a theater tile, collect Sydney Smythe, and hold at least 10 gold. I don't know how hard it would be to hold 10 gold, but I assume by the high level of victory points that is not going to be very easy. So again, we have to decide on 2 of these. We got this one, curb appeal, says you surely do know how to scare up some business. Purchase and build in all lots along the side of a street. So you can see this is the side of a street. Right, so we'd have to build in all lots. And then let's see, we got Parker's trying to make a mash on them. Collect Senator Parker and any female characters. Get two points per female character that you get. So that one could be worth a lot if you could get a lot of female characters, and I'll show you what that means too. There are characters that come along with certain things that you get in the game, and some of them are bad for you, some of them you want to get rid of, and you can pay to have them leave you. You pay them off, basically. So, and this is another big point one. It says, in mourning. She just got home from the Marble Orchard. Best let her be for a spell. Collect only the Widow Campbell. Do not collect any other male characters. It's worth 10 points. That seems hard to me. So, you know, I'm thinking, I want to shoot for this big one here, just because it'll be fun to try. And then maybe this one says Curb Appeal, because those both seem, Or this one actually that says collect Senator Parker and any female characters. I think that for our purposes, we'll take those two, and then these other two go out of the game. And there are a massive stack of these, by the way. So here are, as you can see, all these secret claim cards, and they have a variety of things. So you're really never going to know for sure what your opponent is going to be doing. And then there are some open claim cards I've already set out for. That's how many you have for the game. And they look like this. So you have an unlikely love connection that says, I had no idea they were sweet on each other. It says collect one male character and any one female character. You can claim these during the game. So once they're gone, and that's worth 4 points. So you see that there's 4 of those. And again, there's a massive stack of those that you can get into the game. And so the variety is tremendous. So then this one we got taking reservations. That one says, okay, just write your name in the book and in the corresponding column. Build one guest room tile, the brothel tile, and the stables tile. It's worth 8 points. So you can see basically you have to build things here. This one says election season. Something tells me there's days as crooked as a Virginia fence. Collect Senator Parker, the Widow Campbell, and Sidney Smythe. Well, Sidney Smythe's a bad guy. I don't know if you want him in your group. We'll explain that in a moment. And then Hustler's Paradise. It says, them dang balls never go where I want them to. It says build 2 billiard room tiles for 4 points. Okay. Now, we also, again, have a competitor. And just for the sake of discussion, to show you his board, he's got the same setup. He's got 3 Tycoon cards. And we're going to have to choose 2 of 4 secret claim cards. And then, as you saw when I opened the video, we have this varied selection of characters that we can get. And they're going to come into play for various reasons. More often than not, it's because we built a tile. For example, this luxury suite here, you get the Widow Campbell. But this has to be, you have to meet the requirements. So it costs you 8 gold to build it, and it has to be on the 3rd floor. So you'll see how that goes as well. And then you get to take the Widow Campbell, which is right here, into your play area, and she becomes a female citizen in your area. And it says here, just to add it in case you didn't see it, when you got the luxury suite, it says awarded when the luxury suite is built. Now, you can only have, so the first person to build that luxury suite is going to be the person to get her. Aside from that, we're going to, now how do you build the floors? Well, during play, we're going to take a series of actions. We're going to do an income step. We're going to collect a little money, and then we're going to be able to buy things. We're going to take an action. Those actions are simple. And I'm just going to show you the sheet so you can see it. And I'll read through them for you. It says the action step is you can take 2 gold, you can draw 2 new Tycoon cards, but you can only have 5 in your hand. You can play a Tycoon card, you can buy and place a tile, or you can move a character for 6 gold. And that's what I said, you can get rid of the bad guys that are in your area. Now, there's also, you see at the bottom, now we'll do the end step later, but it says that at any time during your turn, you may supply your tiles and stake a claim. And there's a cost to supply a tile, so I think it's 2 gold. I'll have to look it up to be sure. But what that means is we have these 40 supply cubes that are part of the base game. And again, I don't know if these are the cubes that will come with it. They're nice plastic cubes. But anyway, when you buy them, you get to place them on here. And this supplies your saloon. So you can see that there's 4 spots to place them here, right? So here, 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 and here. And when you do that, that will allow you to build. For example, if I paid for this billiards room, I could, if I wanted to, put it above my saloon. And you can go up 3 floors. Or I could build next to it with no requirement for that. But you can't build on another room until you have supplied it. and you can buy as many supplies as you have money to spend. So you only start with 3 gold to begin with, so it's going to be a little rough. And again, I doubt these are the gold tokens. They'll probably be money or little nuggets or something like that. There's probably I think there's going to be nuggets that are worth 1 and nuggets that are worth 5 or 3 or something like that. Anyway, that is the basic setup. So we have our secret claim for ourselves. I got to pick the 2 secret claims for the other player. And then we also have a scoreboard, which you can see right here, that shows basically a track starting up here at 0, and it wraps around. You can see it goes up to about 80, I guess it goes up to about 80, 99, 100 points? Yeah, 100 points. So I guess if you get to 100 points, you're an amazing guy, and you're able to do way more than you probably should be able to. Or, like me, you probably made some mistakes and cheated. So let's talk about how you end the game. So the game comes to a close when we've used all these, and we have this reserve of 10 here that I've kept aside. When we get down to 8 of those or more, we get 1 more turn to complete our turns, and then the game is over. So that's how the game ends. Now, one thing I didn't say, when you do complete a tile, in other words, you get all the cubes out on it and you complete it, you do get to score it. There's a scoring mechanism in there that will allow you to do that, and it basically goes like, sorry, the rules are in paper right now, so of course, because this isn't out yet, so I am looking to see some of the points that normally are kind of easy to flip through in a rulebook. But basically, when you finish tile, you do the following. You get to score a +7 points reputation for a large tile and +5 for a small tile. Plus, you get to take the one-time bonus indicated on the tile. So in this case, like you can see on these ground floor ones, there's some bonuses here that you get. Bonuses here that you get on the tiles, and then you can see that there is, like for instance, again, the luxury suite, you get the Widow Campbell, right? And then there's other ones that do different things, and there's a whole bunch of different ones you can do. We'll see some of those throughout the game. I'm not going to go over each one in detail, but you will get to see. The game does support, I think base game is going to support 4 players, so you got 4 of these big saloon boards. And then, of course, the scoring board and the character cards and everything. It's got a lot going on with it. Pretty neat. Okay, so I picked the 2 secret claim cards for the red player, and we're going to get started. Now, the first thing that we're going to do in a game of Saloon Tycoon is we're going to take our income step. So, everybody at the first turn only has 1 tile because you only got your saloon tile, and that's it. So, basically, you're going to get a tile, 1 gold per tile that you have. So, we're going to end up with 4 gold, and that's how we start the game. Now, let's look at our Saloon Tycoon cards, our Tycoon cards, to see what we can do. We got Gold Rush. It says a man can make a fortune in the hills, but I reckon it might be wiser to set up shop in town. It says you gain 8 gold, all of the players earn 2. And then Stagecoach, mark my words, trouble's always coming in on the stage. You get to basically you get to do 2 building. yeah, I'll show you what that means. Okay, and then the Stagecoach, mark my words, trouble's always, okay, I got 2 of the Stagecoach cards there. So I'll show you what those do when we cross them, and I don't know when we use them yet. I got to think about that, but let us get started. So I collected our gold. Now we're going to take an action. And let's see, what's the action we want to take? We could take more gold, or I think what we want to do is get some serious bucks going on and play this Gold Rush card. So we're going to do that. We're going to play the Gold Rush card. I'm going to create a little discard pile up there. That means we're going to get 8 gold. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But again, you saw that the other player also gets 2 from that as a result of that claim, that awesome stuff going on there. So we already got quite a bit of gold stockpiled up here, but we got to do other things. And basically that is the action. So now the red player is going to take their action. Okay, so before we go to the end step, we're going to do one of the anytime actions, and that's supply your tiles. So we're going to spend 4 right now. So that's 2 gold plus 2 more to get 2 tokens right here on our saloon. So we're going to place 1 here. We'll place 1 here. It doesn't really matter. We get 2 more. And I want to keep these because I want to next turn purchase a tile, I think. We'll see. And again, this is my learning game as well. I did play it, demo it to myself, but this is the first actual game I'm playing, and I'm playing it along with you, which will show you how easy the game is to pick up when you get it from backing the Kickstarter. So now that basically ends my turn. So I go to the end step. There are still way more than 8 cubes in our pile, so we continue on. And I could stake a claim at this point, but really don't have any ability to stake any of these, right? So we will... continue on from there and go on to the next player. So now we go to the red player. Remember, he's got a little extra gold already. Sorry, I put his income down already. He's got a little extra gold already because he got 2 from the claim of our player. He also gets 1 more for his income. And then I'm going to take a look and see what he wants to play. If he wants to play a card or if he wants to take another action. So I do think he's going to play a card as well. He also had a Gold Rush card, and I did shuffle these up, but it's going to give the same thing. It says, again, a man can make a fortune in them hills, but I reckon it might be wiser to set up shop in town. Heck, I am in Texas. I should be using my accent, right? Not that I have one. I'm originally from California. But so he's going to get 8 gold, and our player is going to get 2. So he says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then 2 of those go over to us. That was his main action. Now he can also, I think he's going to go crazy. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Since he got extra money already, he's going to spend 8. And in doing so, he is going to complete his saloon. So boom, 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 and boom. He has completed a tile. Now, it does have a reward on there, and I'll show you what the rewards are. It shows this up card right here. Very small, and I'll get another saloon. I'll put the saloon up on the screen for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, but it has this symbol on it, which means you get to draw a Tycoon card for completing that. So that's the reward. So he gets to draw another Tycoon card, which goes into his hand. In addition to that, he gets 7 points. So he's going to go up to 7 points right there. Boom. Pretty good turn for the red player. Better than us. That's not good. But we have a lot of money and stuff, so I think we're okay. Anyway, so then we look at the end step, which we don't have to worry about, and then we go, he already did all his stuff. He supplied his tile, did his action, etc. So we come back to our turn. So once again, we go to our income step. We only have 1 tile, so we get 1 gold, but we still have quite a bit. I could spend 2 more and complete this, and I think that would be wise. But we're going to do that in a minute. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to buy a pantry. Now, why am I going to buy a pantry? Well, because it costs us 6 gold, has no other requirements. Now, if you look on our board, you'll see that there's these 2 spaces here that don't have a cost associated with them. Normally, when you buy the lot initially, there's a cost. It also gives you a prestige point, but that cost goes up as we build outward. So this first one doesn't cost us anything extra. It just costs us the requirement that's on the tile, which is, in this case, 6. This is the reward we're going to get when we complete the tile, which is 2 goods cubes for building out our areas. So we are going to take that and place it. It's going to cost us 6 gold, so that's 2, 4, and 6, and that's that. So we have placed that. We don't get anything for placing it. We just get to place it down. But it might be getting us closer to either a secret objective claim, or it could be getting us to one of the open ones. And in doing so, now the pantry does give us, it does allow us to, we could place goods on there as well. However, I think what we're going to do is we're going to take 4 more, boom, and we too are going to complete our saloon. Okay. Now I don't know that I'm playing this wisely or not, but heck, that does give us another Tycoon card as a reward, just like the other one did. So there's that into our hand, and what do we get? We get to look at what we get. The Gambler. If you can't afford to lose, don't play the game. That's my motto. Draw 2 Tycoon cards, play 1 and discard the other. That's pretty good. And then we get 7 points as well. Boom. So both of us are on the 7-point mark at this point in time. And then we get to do the end phase. We're basically done. So we move then on to the red player again. Okay, so we're going to get a gold right now. And that's for our income step. And then we go to our action step. Actually, the red player is going to take an additional 2 gold as their action. And that basically is going to be it for them. They're not going to do anything else this turn. They don't want to build anything because we're going after something specific, and you'll see what that is. So that was their action for the turn. Pretty quick turn for the red player. Well, we're getting a little low on money ourselves here, but we do get our income of 1. Now what we could do here is, hold on, my phone is going crazy. Just a moment. I'm glad I had that break for a moment because I almost messed up our income. We got 2 tiles. We get 2 gold. Now, what we can do is, so there's a debate here. We got some cards we could play. Let's see what we got. We got the Stagecoach, which gives us, allows us actually to take just to show you what that means. That hammer means perform any action unless otherwise specified. So we could play this stagecoach. It says, mark my words, trouble always comes on the stage. And we get to take 2 additional actions. So we could play that, and that would give us to take another gold. Then we could even complete that tile. And get a couple cubes in reserve, I guess. I don't know. Hard to say. Or we could buy another tile. So why don't we play this? We're going to play this. This allows us to take 2 additional actions. So that was our action, actually. For our first one, we're going to take 2 gold. That leaves us with 2, 4, 6, 7. Really can't do a whole lot. Well, we can. Except we can't do what I'd like to do. I'd like to buy something a little better than just the... well, what we can, you know what we can do? We can buy... Because, you know, tiles give us more income, and I'm thinking that's the way to go. We could buy a billiards room for 4 gold, and it has no other requirements. But it does give us an extra action when we complete it. Now, I would want to place that here. That's going to cost us a total of 6 gold, which you know that we have, and also give me a point. So I think we're going to do that with the second of those actions. So we're going to build the billiards room right here. That's going to cost 2, 4, 6. It leaves us with 1 gold. Ouch, that hurts. But conversely, we got this billiards room here, which also gave us a point, which is going to put us up to 8. Now, the one thing I'll say about that is that in the advantage of doing that now, I think, is, you know, we're building out something. So, you know, maybe we're trying to get a little farther on our claims, which we can. You know, one of them says, well, where is it? We still have to build a theater and collect city smiles, so we haven't done that yet, but we do have a billiards room. Woohoo! So we're not really building toward our secret claims. We got to do that. Anyway, we don't have any money left, so we really can't buy anything or do anything more than that, so we're going to move on. But that does give us an income of 3 next turn. So we're going to go back to the red player now. Now the red player is going to get 1 income because he still only has his saloon, but he's going to buy... a special room. He's going to purchase and place a tile. It's going to be the stables, and the advantage of completing the stables is we get this cactus Colby, and so he now. Oh wait, I have to have a bottom room floor. So okay. Oh, I could do that here. I think. Let me think about that for a moment. But yeah, he's not going to be able to do that quite yet. I think what we'll do there is we're going to build. We'll build a kitchen instead. It's going to cost us 4 gold. We can place that right here over this cellar space. Boom. That's going to cost 1, 2, 3, and 4. And remember, that's our first tile space. There's no extra cost there to build over that cellar, and we can acquire that lot. That is main action. Now I could, you know what? I think I'll spend 4 more. Well, actually, spend all 6. He's going to spend all 6 gold. Boom. To get 3 cubes, so that will allow us to complete the kitchen right away. And the kitchen gives us a reward of, let's see, of playing a tycoon card. So we get to do that, and we get to so we're going to do this. We're going to play the gambler. It says, if you can't afford to lose, don't play the game. That's my motto. We're going to draw 2 tycoon cards and play 1 and discard the other. So we'll draw 2 more. I'm going to see what those are. Remember, these are red players, so I'm not going to show you what they are, but we get to play one of them as well. Let's see. Well, I think he's going to play. He got another gambler card. I think he's going to play that. There's nothing saying he can't, which allows him to draw 2 more. Now he can only have 5. He's got 3 right now, so this will put him up to 5. And oh yeah, he did get something. Then he'll play this one. The prospector. It says Otis got himself a nose for gold, and that's going to give him 6 gold. That's pretty darn good turn, because we're not even done with them yet for this turn. He seems to be outpacing us in some ways, because he also gets to score the tile that he just completed, the kitchen, which is worth 5 points. So it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 points for the red player. And that's going to basically, he has got 6 gold, but he's going to hold on to it. He doesn't want to do anything else with it right now. And he's got 2 completed tiles. Pretty good. For our turn, we get to draw 2, 3 for gold for our income. And so we've got a gambler card too. I think that worked out really well. We're going to play that. We're going to draw 2 more Tycoon cards. This is going to be our action. We're going to play a Tycoon card. We got the out. Okay, I think I got to shuffle these up some more, but I did shuffle them. Look at 2 Tycoon cards from one player. Keep one. Okay, so we'll take those. I'm going to give the Tycoon deck another shuffle, even though I did shuffle it up. Seems like they're bunching together a little bit. And we are, I think, that's all we're going to do for this turn. So the next turn we'll build up some better income and be able to do some more things. I think I'll do 2 more turns, guys, and then we'll end it for this session, and I'll come back and do another, just so you can see more of the gameplay. I am remembering to check the end step, but we still got a number of cubes left, so I'm not too worried about the end step. Now, our red player gets 2 gold. He gets to do something else, and we know what he's doing. He's buying and placing a tile. He is going to buy, well, let me see if he has enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he does not. Well, he does. No. Yeah, he does, right here. Okay, good, good, good. Okay, he is buying the stables, okay, and it says that it requires 8 gold and a bottom floor. So, guess where this is going? So we're going to spend our 8 gold, 2, 4, 6, 8. That is all of his money. And we're going to place the stables right there. So now he's got a second floor there with his stables. That will allow him to, I wonder if it says it has to be the bottom floor. So it says plus a bottom floor. So I have to, I'm assuming, hey AJ, correct me if I'm wrong on this. I'm assuming that the plus bottom floor means you have to have a bottom floor. Not that it is the bottom floor. I'm going to play it that way. Okay, boom. Just thematically, it seems like a stables would be on the bottom floor. I don't know. I guess the kitchen could be in the basement. So when the manure drops, they can use it to germinate the front through the rafters from the stable upstairs. They can use it in the kitchen to fertilize the herb garden that they have growing in the kitchen. How's that? This story? Okay. Anyway, why is he building that? I wonder. Well, anyway, that's the end of that turn. We're going to go back, do our turn, and then his turn one more time, and then I think that's it, though, right? That was, yeah, he's the second player. We're going to stop right there for now. I'm going to get this edited, uploaded, show you some pictures and screenshots and all that good stuff along the way, and then we'll do another episode where we'll continue our playthrough, and I'll get to see what happens when you get some citizens, things like that. Again, I don't know if I'll play out the whole game, but if you want me to, please, raise your hand and say yes, finish playing it out. Again, this is a prototype that will be on Kickstarter. I'll get you the dates. I'll put it in the show notes along with, well, actually, I think it is on, by the time I post this, it will be on Kickstarter. I'm not going to post this until it's on Kickstarter as per request. So once this is posted, you can jump over to the Kickstarter, see all the components in all their glory, plus I'm putting up some pictures of the components as well. And you can decide if this is a game that you would like. So far, I'm digging it. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing and all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. I hope you don't mind me doing a prototype. I'd like to do more so I can show you some things that are coming or forthcoming and do more of that stuff. I think it's fun. So thanks. Talk to you soon.